So I've got a E46 2003 330xi with 5-speed manual transmission in it, and I don't know, not a lot of people have these cars. The XI I think is a great car for just a daily driver, one, and two, as like kind of like a little sports car. I mean, we're kind of going like 50 miles an hour down the canyon right now, and I'm just
we're turning pretty sharp.
So right now I've got it lowered on H&R springs. I'm still on the stock suspension, but I am thinking about changing to KW coilovers. I know some people on YouTube have K Sport, I believe they're called, coilovers, and I don't know, I haven't heard a lot of good reviews on those, so I think I'm going to do KWs soon here in the future. I also put the ZHP E46 bumper on the front. I'm thinking about doing it on the back as well. If you're not familiar with E46s, in the early E46 stage, they made a ZHP package, which was a little higher version than a stock E46, kind of tying it in with the four-door sedan M3, even though it wasn't an M3.
He's got 160,000 miles on his car, which, you know, for like a BMW, usually you'd be pretty worried about maintenance and stuff like that. Like, do you have a lot of issues kind of dealing with maintenance and shit?
So I bought the car with 100,000 miles on it, and I was really worried about it. I really liked the E46, and I needed the 330xi because we live in Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
The snow, I go snowboarding every weekend, so I need that all-wheel drive system. And at the time, like, it was just a no-go on rear-wheel drive. So I got that. 100,000 miles hit. Air conditioning went out. That was a pricey tag there, and that's really about it. I think I had a water pump go out, and then my two front axles went out actually, which was
the little boot.
So
right?
The boots went out. No, I actually had to replace both axles.
Oh, the entire axle? I didn't know that.
Yeah, long story short, I got one for free, but yeah, so that's kind of the maintenance I've had, and I'm at 160,000 miles original clutch. It all depends on who maintains these cars. It took me a while to find this car. I was very particular on what kind of car I wanted to buy as far as E46s go. So this was the closest thing to the ZHP that was all-wheel drive. It's got the sport package, M-Tech 1 on it. Yeah, I honestly love it. Like, I think I'll keep it forever. So,
do you put premium in it, or you're more unleaded or what?
I put premium in it,
yeah.
And that's just because it's just some weird thought to me that I just really like my cars and I'm gonna treat them really nice. So
yeah, I feel that.
I put premium in it. It's not really recommended. I think mid-grade's recommended. But yeah, and I just do an oil change every 3,000 miles. That's pretty much the key. 3,000 or 4,000 miles, full synthetic. So, and I also wrapped the trim in here. I'm planning on getting the M3 steering wheel and Apex 18-inch wheels, squared setup, because you shouldn't really stagger an XI as much. I've read a lot up on it, and some people say too, it's not a big deal, and some people say never do it. So I just want to be safe and sorry, and I think the squared setup is a little more aggressive than a staggered. I don't know, it looks a lot cooler in the front and rear. So, and I'm thinking about putting 245s all the way around it. I know a lot of people recommend 235s, but I think I'm going to take the risk and do it. So,
like, what are the three things that you genuinely like about the car that most people wouldn't notice when you're driving by?
So one, I think the car aesthetically looks amazing. I think E46 this year is just amazing. I just feel like it's never gonna go old. E30s, I personally love, I love BMW, but the E30 has aged so much, and it's just such an old car. I think the E46,
I agree with that.
I think this is the last year BMW made.
The only E30 I would buy is the M3.
Exactly, which are really expensive.
Yeah.
So, but no, I have a lot of plans for this car. The second thing I absolutely love that a lot of people don't realize is how well the handling is on this car, especially the 330xi. I drove my buddy's 325i, and the steering was just not on point. My buddy also has a 330xi non-sport package, pretty stock, and that car is like a lemon. Like, the person who had it before him really didn't take care of it, and that car is, I think it's total. There's so many problems with that car. It's unreal, and he has 70,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
And my other buddy also has a 330xi, and he has a M3 bumper on it, and he's done a couple mods, and he has 60,000 miles on it, and it's an 02, and he's had more problems than I've had. So I think it really comes down to who's owned it before you, and if you